Okay, real quick before we start the actual lesson, and I just want to make sure you guys remember this because it makes our life way easier when we're doing the derivative of log. When you guys, going back, right, if I gave you guys something like log little 2x minus, or actually we'll do log 5. We'll do 5 over y, yeah, that works, okay. Does anybody remember how you would expand that?
2,
log 2, that's connected. Where would the exponent go? Good, this goes out to the front. Exponents move to the front. Good, minus log. Oh, sorry, log 2y, you're right. So do we kind of remember that stuff? Like exponents move to the front, division and subtraction went together, multiplication and addition? Okay. Do you need more practice with this? Okay, great. All right. You'll see why. It just makes life way easier sometimes if we apply the log rules with things, rather than just going for it. Okay. So here's your first one. And we're kind of doing the same exact thing. Like we're gonna kind of pick out an A, pick out the U, and then put it back into your formula. Right. So we have log 3 x squared 3x. Okay, so we're going to get the derivative here. Okay. Let's figure out what the A is, what maybe we think the U is, and see if it's nice to put into our formula up here. So the A, anybody know what the A is going to be?
3.
Good, 3, nice. Right, what's your U going to be? Nice job. X squared minus 3x. Do you guys see where that's coming from? Like the A is the little part, the U is just whatever's next. Okay, and then we also need to find du over dx. So du is going to be 2x minus 3 divided by dx. Okay, so now you guys have this all, you have all the little pieces. So when we finish this, we're going to have 1 over ln a, so 1 over 3, and then we have times u, so the u was x squared minus 3x, good, and that's on the bottom too, like x squared minus 3x, and then times the du dx, right, so 2x minus 3, that goes on top, that will be on top, yep, well, oh, I see, it's is it over, I think it's over 1, like, 3x? Yeah. Like, this whole thing's being multiplied though, Sarah, so when we clean it up, everything that's on the top is going to be multiplied, everything that's on the bottom. If you want to put this over 1, that helps you to kind of okay. I don't know.
I think you're good.
Alright, so on the top, you guys just clean it up. Now, all these are being multiplied to get 2x minus 3 over ln 3 x squared minus 3x. Right, and that is your answer. No, not bad. When you see the final answer, Sarah, is that better? I'm just making sure it lines up. Right. So this is a very general one. They do get a little bit tougher. All right. So here's your next one. Y equals log 10 x squared minus 1 over x. Okay. All right. Now sometimes if this portion is not nice to work with, like last time it was just a nice little polynomial. This one looks pretty tough because usually you guys let that one be u and we're going to find the du of this. You can do it both ways and it will work, but one way is going to be easier. Sometimes it's easier to use your log rule to expand this out. Right? Then it becomes much easier when you guys are working with actually taking your derivative. So if you were going to expand this out, you have log 10 of the top part, x squared minus 1. Then what would the division mean? Minus, good. Log little 10 of x. So now your U parts become like much easier to work with rather than having to do this whole thing as a U. So sometimes it just makes it easier, right? I did it both ways. You get the same thing, just one way. Like I said, easier than the other. So kind of up to you guys how you want to work with it. So when you're doing this, go through them each separately, right? With this one, your A would be 10. The U is going to be x squared minus 1. The du is going to be 2x dx. So when we sub all of your information in from the first part, okay, 1 over ln A u, so 1 over ln, the A was 10, times the u, x squared minus 1, then on the top times 2x. Okay, so this is kind of like your first part. Is this making sense to you guys? Okay, and then same thing with the other one. So then minus. So A would be 10. The U is going to be x. What would du be? Just 1, yeah. So this is kind of nice. We're not really doing too much with this one. So we're going to minus 1 over ln of 10. And then we would have times x. No, we do 2 plus. On the top part, you guys are just multiplying this by 1. It's not going to change anything, so it looks a little bit nicer, right? We don't want to leave it like this. It looks disastrous right now. So clean it up. Yeah, clean everything up. All right. So just clean up your top parts. So 2x.
You can go to the at the very end.
And you can't take. I mean, maybe if you want to take a 1/10, 1 over ln 10 out, you could do that. That would work.
That's what I did, and then I got a common denominator.
Oh yeah, if you want to keep going that far, I mean, you did it too. Look at you guys, good job. Yeah, you could definitely do that if you wanted to. Courtney, sorry, that's a good one. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you guys left it like this, you should do it.
It looks messy. I figured here you like it.
I mean, yeah, you can leave it like this. If you guys wanted to take out the GCF, that works. That's good. Did you knew there was an ln 10 underneath?
Don't look anymore.
Here's some good pictures.
Don't look.
What are you learning?
Courtney.
Take a quick selfie. I'll get out of the way.
Alright.
God.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron made me look like a boy. What's he doing?
Come back.
So all you guys need to do is selfie. Alright. So if you kept going, I actually like what you guys are thinking here. Did most of you guys see this kind of as an option?
Yeah. I was like that. I got a common denominator.
You got a common denominator? Carolyn, I like it. And then this one need x squared minus 1. Usually you guys want to leave it as one fraction, so that way if you ever need to get the second derivative, it's like easy to go from one to the other. So I like this. It's fine. Maybe you left it like this, that's good too. But alright, so let's see, we got 1 over ln 10. This would give you guys 2x squared. Make sure you're distributing this negative through. So minus x squared plus 1. And then x squared minus 1. These are going to cancel and make a x squared, right? Oh, yeah, this looks nice. So 1 over ln 10, x squared plus 1 over x squared minus 1. And yeah, that would be it. I think that's as far as you can go. I'm guessing. Yeah, that would be it. Good. That's great. Matt, you did the same thing with this part? Sort of.
I left the L at 10.
Oh, like underneath the head? That's okay. Yeah, Mike, go ahead. You have a question? You sure? Okay. All right. Good job, guys. Let's do a couple more. If we can do 2 more, it'll be good. One thing, if the simplifying got you guys, like, at the end, I did it originally with quotient rule, and it, like, is already pre-simplified kind of for you guys, but you have lots of fractions over fractions, so it gets a little messier, but, I don't know, you can do whatever way you want, but I think rewriting the properties is easier, like what we did. Okay, here's another one. Oh, sorry. This is free today. I think I just continued in my notes because I didn't know how far we would go. Sorry.
Oh, what's a different thing? Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is kind of another one. When you guys look at this part, right, when you're thinking about that whole thing being you, do you think that's going to be like an easy thing or tough? Easy? Can you only use one third? Yeah, let's rewrite it. I like that idea. Good. Okay. I like it. Okay. Now, what do you guys think you could do to make this easier for ourselves?
Oh, so 1/3 alpha.
Yes, Sean, good job. Right, good job. Right, use some log properties. Okay, take your exponent, bring it to the front. So let's differentiate from here. So now when you guys differentiate from this part, right. So when you guys look at this part, your u is much easier to deal with. Right? That's kind of why we're like rewriting everything, so we're not dealing with like a big cubic group. 1/3 is a constant. Right, so that's just going to be being like multiplied at the front part. What's your A here? 2. Good. What's your U? 2. Sarah, you're on a roll. Go for the DU. 2. Perfect. Good job.
Oh, I thought that was log 3.
Oh, Courtney. Okay. So once you guys have this part, let's sub it into our formula. Right. We have 1 over ln of the A times the U times du dx. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one's much nicer than the last one we just did. On the top, all we have is a 2. On the bottom, we have a 3 ln 2 times 2x plus 1. And that was it. We have no GCS or something being like, we don't have multiple terms like we did in the last one. Is this good or bad so far? Good. Good, Wendy? Good. Yeah. Sure.
It's like different on the first sheet.
It's different. Oh, because they use u prime, right? Du over u is u prime. So just like the way it goes. Your book, I think, uses du over u, and that one uses u prime. Thank you. Great. One more, and then we'll do some homework. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Example 4. Oh man, this is kind of kill me. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Okay. Okay, so what do you think you want to do first here? Rewrite it, yeah. Use some log properties.
I forgot these properties.
Yeah, that makes it so much easier because otherwise you're dealing with finding like what this thing you and you have a massive disaster. So use the properties, right? Let's start with log 5 of 4. Then since you have division, we use subtraction. Log 5 x squared. Yeah, where would this x the squared go though? Front, good. Okay. Then between here, plus. Keep going for it.
Log little 5 and then 1/3.
Awesome. zero?
The derivative of constant equals the derivative of 4 is 0.
Right, if you guys apply everything.
So the first chunk is equal to 0.
Yep. Okay, good.
And it makes room.
This will
For
be
like
really,
the third part of it, do you keep the sign in the middle?
yes, keep the minus
Oh,
one.
and that, going left, that one, do you keep that negative because it's on the bottom?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Even though you're multiplying the bottom.
Ooh.
Just keep the whole thing in parentheses, right?
Don't even tell me I'm wrong.
Oh no, Courtney.
No!
Why?
Why?
Yeah, oh
Why?
man.
Why?
So close. Even Sean, good catch.
Wait, why?
Okay, well, here, why don't you explain it? Go ahead. That was good.
It's like, think of it as in parentheses, you have to show you the negative here, I guess, because they're both on the bottom, so keep them both negative.
Right, like imagine this was here, and if you
Oh,
saw
yeah, I
what
remember
you did,
that to me one day.
right, and then if you had the plus here, which you had originally, Courtney, this minus would go through the both parts.
Oh, so she was right, except for the plus.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Courtney, it was so bright. Don't let Eamon and Sean rain on your parade here.
Don't let those words bring you down.
Good job, guys. Just kidding. That was great. Great.
Correct for me to feel better. If you had that one technically in the end, it would be a positive there.
Yeah, I was just skipping along.
You were just given some steps, right?
Of course.
Right. Now, for your first chunk, now, Carolyn, what you were saying here is if you guys were taking all your stuff from here, the derivative of 4 would be 0. So this whole thing is going to go away.
0.
Right. So this one's gone. Okay.
Bye,
Now,
chunk.
bye, chunk. Oh boy. So here we have our A is 5, U is X. That's a good one.
Well, you know how to stack.
No, sorry, I don't know if they're confused or good. Sean, Matt, you guys you can do your homework. Go do your homework.
No, I'm doing
Oh, yeah, we're arguing.
Okay, well, you're loud.
We're arguing
Sean,
because.
you're like being one.
Message to send him the pictures of the
Alright,
question.
these one.
Trevor's like, no.
Okay, so this is kind of be what your middle one will look like. That other U, the U's. Makes sense, alright, great. You can clean it up after if you just want to do it now. Okay. A equals 5, U is 1 minus X. Oh no. You guys, no, go ahead and just do it on your own. You guys know how to do this. Do it on your own and just watch and make sure you're doing okay. Don't stress, Court. You're doing great.
You know how for that other one you're like, oh, really good because I got it in one fraction.
Oh yeah.
Can you do this with this one too, or no?
Yeah, let's try it.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're right. So before you guys, if you got everything like simplified, just watch your substitution. Okay. Courtney, look at this. You would have been okay. Negative, negative. Okay, so ln 5. So just make sure once you guys are to this step, you check it out and you get to here. This would be like decent, but we want to clean it up more. Is anybody not getting the red part? You got that? Anybody not getting the red part?
I got it.
You got it?
And your X squared, where did like, I don't understand. Did you just do it, did you just skip a step? Did you look on me?
Oh, wait.
An X squared.
Oh, okay, wait. You're putting your U. The U has to go on the bottom. It's 1 over ln A. U.
Squared. You put it to
times
the front. Oh, I didn't.
U dx.
Oh, I just left my X squared. I didn't bring this to the front. Never mind. You did it a different way, but I got the same answer.
Okay. All right. As long as it works. I mean, that's, I don't know. Okay, so from here, let's clean it up. I mean, you guys are good at stuff. What would you want to factor as the GCF? 1 over ln. Yep, so 1 over ln 5.
Anyone that has frozen pizza kits that they sell to the junior class, please pick them up in Miss Mason's room.
What? I don't know.
Also, your books will be in this room.
I got it.
That is can still be purchased for $60 at that time or before. Payment requests can be made in cash or by check to NHS student activity. Online orders can still be placed at Johnson's checkout.
I
Lock your
know.
door.
It was Miss Hamilton.
Correction, the pizza kits can be picked up in Miss Hamilton's room.
It's like they heard us. I know, right?
They used to be able to do that.
Big
I
brother,
remember
what is
like,
that?
she would like,
Get your common denominator? Go to the first.
Maybe
No,
like-
no.
Do we have to do that?
Yeah, I mean, technically it's right, but, you wanna kind of clean it up a little bit.
You know what? Negative
4, good. That's gonna be plus 4x, yep. Then you have plus x. Oh my gosh. 2x. Gosh, I'm overwhelmed. Then Chinese. So negative 4 plus 5x. Ln 5, 2x, 1 minus 5. Carolyn, got you guys the answer? Good.
I just use her for like the log 5x squared. You put the 2 to the front. For like the very like alert. I
So
just
you
did
kept
it.
it.
And it's an easy
Same thing. Your book even left this, guys, like the beginning part, so fine. Good, you're overachievers. Good job. So hopefully your homework will not be too bad. I kind of put every type that you guys would have. So there's 260. Alright. So then Kyle can kind of catch on too. Alright, it's in the documentation, 268, 51, 59 odd.